And so we need to say what God tells us to say.
Today's spark is about his paradise and about everything that's to come when we leave this life. My precious child, remember that you are not home yet. I know you don't fully understand now, but the day is approaching when I will come for you and take you to the beautiful place I have prepared for you. There is a reason you do not feel at home where you are. I don't want you to settle into this world. And a lot of times I know we think about heaven and we think about family members or friends or people, that we known who have maybe passed away and that they're in heaven, and we think about it as a far away thing. But I like how this says that this spark is about his paradise and how this is not our home and how we are to go through things, and that's why we don't feel at home, because this is just a visiting place, so to speak. This is just somewhere we're going to be, but then our eternal home is going to be in heaven with the Father. So it says, there is a reason you do not feel at home where you are. I do not want you to settle into this world. I want you to settle into me alone. During this life, you are my ambassador of love and hope to those who need to know me. So at the end of the day, despite our career path, despite our relationship status, despite how much money we have or our social status, if we are a Christian, our main job is to be an ambassador of love and hope to those who need Christ. Point blank, period. Despite whatever we may think or whatever we may want for ourselves and our own desires, if we claim to be Christians, our main job is to be an ambassador of love and hope to those who need to know Christ. The time is coming very soon, and I will wipe away every tear you've cried, my beloved. Then you will reign with me on the new earth I will create. Let your heart dream of eternity and let your soul soar as you breathe in the amazing thought of being with me forever. So I like how it also said a little bit earlier how this is not where the Lord wants us to settle, but we're to settle into him alone. And I think about being comfortable. And I think about when you're at home, you feel comfortable. You sleep on the couch, you do whatever you want to do, but we're not to get comfortable here on this earth. And sometimes I think we go through things as Christians, we go through trials, we go through tribulations for God to remind us that this is not our home. This is not supposed to be the most comfortable place for us. This is a place where we're supposed to be his ambassador, where we're supposed to bring people to Christ, and where we're supposed to share his love and his hope and the message of salvation, but it's not our home. But when we are home, as it says, that he will wipe away every tear from our eye, and that we will have eternity with him, and that we will be able to let our souls soar as we breathe in being with the Father forever. So I just pray that as we remember this spark of this is not our home, when we're going through things, when we're agitated with things, when we don't know what's going to happen next, that we can have faith and know that this is not our eternal home, and that God will make a way for us here in the temporary, but the eternal is what matters most. Then it says, our treasure of truth is, do not give up hope. You are not home yet. And the key scripture is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. Again, that's 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. It says, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love him. And a lot of people use that scripture in regards to now in the world. I hear people say, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and they talk about what God can do for us now. But this scripture and this spark is speaking of what God's going to do for us when we get to glory, when we get to eternity with him.